Hey, Farva, what's the name of that restaurant you like with all the goofy shit on the walls and the mozzarella sticks?
Welcome to the Cam Shenanigans podcast,
You mean shenanigans? Oh! You're talking about shenanigans, right?
where Mike, Trent, and Zach, and a guest will debate all things automotive.
Our shenanigans are cheeky and fun.
Yeah, I mean, his shenanigans are cruel and tragic.
Make sure to check out Cam Automag on all the social medias at Cam Automag. And don't forget to support our sponsor, Hustle Energy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Shenanigans.
It's so nice to be in front of you two ugly mugs.
Yep, we're here. We're doing a lot better than last time.
It's not better than I remember.
Yeah?
Look, we got art up on the wall. We got all sorts of goofy shit. It's great.
The art's straight. Just the photo makes it look like.
Yeah, the art's straight. Everything else in the room is not.
I mean, the room itself is not.
The room itself is like a 3-degree tilt.
Yeah.
It's enough to notice, but not enough to be a problem.
We need better lenses is what we need.
We need.
We need better lots of things.
Can we get the chat up? There we go.
Yeah, it's definitely rolling that way.
Yeah. Anyway.
So this table probably isn't that straight either, by the way.
No, it really isn't.
Yeah.
But whatever. Anyway, I'm Mike. I am joined by Zach hiding behind a laptop. Dave over there with a beer. There we go. Yeah, this is what it is, folks.
I mean, you all thought this was glorious. It's really not.
It's not that cool.
3-degree tilt is going to be the name of my next band thing. Jesus.
Either the band or the album. One of the two.
My band.
My band.
What is that from?
Oh,
It's going to be AJ Headroom in the Gang.
yeah.
3-degree tilt.
Yes.
What is that from?
Title track.
My Band. Oh, no, I know what that's from. God damn, that's from.
That's E40, bro.
D12.
D12, yeah.
Yeah, D12.
Not E40.
Not E40. Not E40.
Jealous
I
of
mean,
my
it could be.
band.
My band.
My band.
My band. AJ in the Headrooms. I like it. AJ in the Headrooms, 3-degree tilt.
I'm all about it.
Now streaming on Spotify.
AJ and 3.
Well, there's worse band names. We could be called the One Too Manys.
So I'm
Zing. Fuck you, Christian. God.
what why does it say we are two together?
I don't know.
And not even the correct two.
Who knows?
Oh, I fucking didn't rename that from last week. Oh, shit.
We are two together. Wow. This is
Goodbye, Moon Man. Goodbye, Moon Man. Goodbye. I really had to struggle to make that flat. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We appreciate it.
I'm looking up the lyrics to that now.
Well,
Goodbye.
I did something this weekend.
Did you finally get some?
No. Is that
Okay.
all you care about? Which makes me happy that you care about that.
I mean, you're 22 years old.
3.
23.
Fuck you.
Somebody.
We lost a year, okay? Fucking forgive me.
Yeah. Sorry.
God damn.
So somebody in this room got told by someone they loved a lot that after they declared that this is going to be my year, that person said, "No, it isn't." So that fucking sucked.
Yup.
So
I just want to notate, okay, I guess Dave can make the same claim too. Mike, this is not supposed to be a pointed attack on you, but it's turning into that, so I apologize right now.
Oh boy.
fuck you guys. You think I'm not going to fight two of my friends in a tiny room?
That wouldn't even fit.
I mean,
Like,
Give
they put LS
Bold
in
of
one.
you to assume I could not attempt it.
give me a sawzall and a fucking welder.
Let's put a fucking Harbor Freight, 620 and one of those little
Okay,
flex cars?
here's the thing. They're 660 cc's, right? No, they are 620. Yeah.
Might be 660. You might be
Hold
right.
on,
I can't
hold on,
remember. Yeah.
hold on. See,
He already has the tab pulled up.
Yeah.
actually, no, this is a new tab.
He's been looking at mud boats recently.
Well, see, here's the thing. I've wanted to take 4 of those V twins and place them on a common crankshaft, right? Or just package them together. So I have what's basically like a, I don't know, it ends up coming out to be like a 2.7 liter
You've talked about
V8.
this before.
Yeah, run it off of like Mega Squirt or something, right? And so
There's that guy who did it with like the Husqvarna chainsaws and made a
Ouch,
dragster out of
AJ.
it.
Yeah.
Ouch.
What's if it's a smart car? It's cancer. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, you're wrong, but you're forgiven.
I just remember Mike just. All right.
I'm sorry, I was told there's going to be a pointed attack against me.
But now we're talking about Harbor Freight engines because that's a better use of our time. Apparently.
Well,
We're putting
you know what?
We're putting a pin in this. We're going to come back, and if I have to defend myself violently, I'm gonna.
Horizontal shaft engines. There we go. You know, you would think I'd have the app by now.
Is there an app for Harbor Freight?
There's 670cc V-twin.
I will book a flight, AJ.
See, here's the thing. The problem is they're $900,
Yeah.
and I could buy multiple LSs out of the junkyard for $900.
I mean, hi.
I'm glad it's over there.
Thanks.
Whatever it was you did.
Have I told you we're
22 horsepower, 670cc V-twin.
My Pitstar makes 18 horsepower,
Right.
and it was
But I mean, that,
$500.
like, you take the governor off of that, get rid of the shitty carburetor, fuel inject it, you know. You could probably see 30 horsepower out of that. You know, maybe tweak the cams a little bit.
I think one of the first times we hung out, we discussed, or no, this was when we were out at the proving grounds. We were discussing fuel injecting small engines.
Oh, I mean, I want to.
They're kids. It wasn't very expensive.
No,
Okay,
they're cheap.
So we were talking about girls and me getting some.
yeah.
I just want to say, which then I just realized Dave had the same thing happen as well too. So then I can't really talk shit about Dave because but I had a girl watching live and was texting me while this was happening. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that happen to you?
No, it hasn't. I just told you my ex-girlfriend shot me down in a very brutal way after I said I'm going to make this year my year. So,
I mean,
See, I feel like an asshole either way because I knew it was going to be a pointed attack.
yeah. Anything else you want to?
I didn't shoot you down, but I let you move in.
Anything else you want to talk about, Zach? My dad's drinking problem, his suicide attempts.
yikes.
God damn it.
We're getting a little pointed here.
I let you move in with me.
She did.
Jake Bastion. Come on, man.
Oh God,
Hello, person for me.
this was going to become a very spicy episode.
It's gonna be.
Hey, man, look, here's the thing. You're almost at the 60 horsepower per cylinder mark. Okay. You're almost there.
If I want to go fight AJ this weekend, it's going to cost me like $300 just in flights.
I mean,
We got Blaze in here.
that's not bad.
Holy
So,
fuck.
I'm not going to make my awful comment. I was going to make.
Yeah.
Tegan, which left?
Damn right smells like nerds in here. Look at the fucking room we're in, Blaze. My God.
Well, let me make this straight.
There are fucking models up there.
I mean, what the shit are you doing?
Making
God.
it straight on camera.
It's
Please
not
stop.
Makes the room look more tilted.
I need you to stop what you're doing, Zach. I
don't like doing this podcast in the same room anymore because there's no consequences for my actions.
Yeah, there are going to be fucking consequences for your actions there, bud.
Before I had all the control, but I could just mute
Get the
people
paddle.
and- Don't get the fucking paddle. Don't get the fucking paddle. I don't like the paddle. Help me.
That's a paddling.
Help. Hold on. But we can do this. Hold on. What are we doing? Help.
I want to get you a fucking newspaper so you can put up today's. So you can just hold up today's.
Please help me. I thought you were going to bring the paddle in here. We're in frame now.
Dave, could you hold the paddle so we can actually see what it says?
Help. I'm going to get the paddle in.
That's a paddling.
I'll have it take to come back. We're not dead.
No.
There we go. Okay.
Get the ore.
So I did something this weekend.
Hit these motherfuckers with the rowboat.
So I went to the Salt Flats, which I feel like is like a pilgrimage for every car guy.
I still have never gone.
I mean,
Never.
Huh.
here's the thing. Don't go when there's like Speed Week going on.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, for your first time. Or if you're trying to take pictures of anything.
Yeah.
Or any time in the months of I don't know, October through June,
Sure.
because there's going to be water on the flats.
Yeah. Yeah.
Between
Yeah. Okay.
salt and mud.
All right. Yeah.
But so we went out there this weekend, and there was still like Speed Week shit stuff, and like they had all the cones out still, and I was like, oh, they're not racing. Like,
I just like the idea of you going out there and stealing a cone and be like, this is a Speed Week cone, but it's just a fucking cone.
It's just a normal ass cone.
Could have just been taken from anywhere.
I would totally hang it up.
It just says Wendover City Municipality on it.
So one reason it says Magna.
Tutwiler County.
It is Tooele County, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
forget. That's like the largest county in the fucking state.
It just kind of goes.
Yeah, County of Speed, right?
Yeah, sure.
I believe it is the county.
I mean, I think that's what they called themselves.
County of speed and sadness.
I mean, yes.
speed on multiple levels.
Yep. Yes. Yes. There are dudes at a Home Depot shaking up a liter bottle of Mountain Dew, hoping to have a real good time later.
They're shaking up a bottle of something. Might that be Mountain Dew?
But,
Hit me
I
with that Gatorade, bitch.
went out there on Saturday night, or Sunday morning. That's the same fucking thing.
Doesn't matter.
I got what AJ saying.
What is AJ saying?
I love how you're dropping things on a desk and amplifying all the noise that you like twitchy tweaker ass fucking ADHD fucking finger puppet.
Could you
shit?
fidget with something quietly? Now you're projecting.
Yikes.
I need a squishy ball. Can we buy me a squishy ball?
Yeah, we'll get you something.
Okay. A fidget spinner.
No, not a fidget spinner.
I'm just gonna fill a glove with baking soda. You could squeeze on that.
Tear it.
He's going to blow it all over this fucking place. And then I'm going to have
He's
to
just
answer a
gonna be
lot more questions.
Fiddle fucking with it in the middle of a fucking podcast, and then
Oh. But yes, I went out
Yeah,
there.
then suddenly it's not just going to be a love tap on the dome with the oar. We'll break that thing over your head.
It will be a cease and desist at that moment.
People will hear it across this
My
complex.
very nice neighbors will come over and be like, "Did you just murder Zach? Is he okay?"
oh no,
Zach-
Zach is fine.
Zach had to learn a lesson.
Maybe
No.
some oobleck.
Fuck no.
Want some oobleck? Take some oobleck.
God.
So no,
I'm going to go to Chicago and bring back a bottle of Malort and make you drink it.
Oh dear God.
It's going to take a long time to get through.
Continue with your story.
Now it's just forced.
Because it is.
Throw a bottle at me. So I went to the Salt Flats with E46M3, which if you want to see more of, is actually on the Cam YouTube channel. I made a video about it.
Mm-hmm.
Boxster, the new body style.
What?
But not the 718 body style.
It's the middle one.
It's the middle one.
Yeah,
they called it the
978. Yeah,
I
978.
thought it was the 987.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
987.
original was the 986.
Yep.
Then go 987, and now they're like,
Yeah,
Just
718.
three random numbers.
yeah. Insert digits here.
Because Will, he went for color, not for speed. So it's the 2.7 liter.
Yeah, well, you know.
But here's the thing: the 2.7's still okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's still a good engine, but
Yeah.
for what he spent on it, plus what he could have got.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
But
That's fair.
There was a 3.2 that came in the Boxers.
It was a 3.2 or the 3.4.
Yeah, something like that.
I know you got an extra gear. You got some displacement.
Mhm.
You get some beefy cams. Oh, are they? Oh, okay. I guess they
I
updated
think
that.
I think it's a different gear. Like it's differently geared.
ratio made
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
Um,
We also have like the Kronos package, which is super weird as well too.
Porsche nickel and diming you at
Yeah.
every turn.
But
Yeah.
that's one. And then I think it was 2018, 2019 M4,
Mhm.
like a concrete color. The highlight was the Google Maps saying it would take hour and 35 minutes to arrive at a destination. We promptly did it in an hour and 5 minutes.
Attaboy.
With
Nice.
yeah, it was great. The best was us coming back, and some like GMC Denali like kept like fucking with us.
As you do.
Yeah, in which what Dave, what speed limit on those is like what 122, 126, something like that on the GMC Denali.
I mean,
Not
depending on the
brand new,
year.
not brand new, but I can take a 2014.
Honestly, I don't know if they are.
Really?
If they are, it's like almost 140.
Really? Okay. So like we get up to him and then he's cruising at like a buck five. So we're like, okay, cool. That's about what we're doing right now. So we'll roll with him. And then we decide that we want to get going faster. So we change lanes. We go past him. And then he like decides to like stomp on it, catches up and cuts us off.
Huh.
Interesting.
And we're like, you're speeding. So that means you're not like mad at us.
Right.
Yeah.
So
He
like,
just wants friends.
What the fuck is? But he cuts us off. Like, he's not just trying to race. He's just cutting us off. So we cruise with him for like 2 or 3 minutes, and he cuts us off. So we pull off and we go again.
Mhm.
He comes up to us again, and this time it's in a corner. So we're going a little bit slower. And he cuts us off again. We're like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And then like when it cuts off, he'll be doing our 110, and then he'll bring it down to about 95.
Oh, it sounds like he wants to get pit maneuvered.
Yeah.
And so
Sounds like he wants to get dumped.
I mean, do you know how fast a Denali will start to tumble when you clip the rear quarter at $120? I'm just saying.
I mean,
That
listen,
thing's going to turn into a refrigerated missile real fucking quick.
spin cycle, please. Thank
Yep.
you.
Shaken, not stirred.
So we finally come out of the corner, which, there's like 7 corners between here and Wendover. So we're on one of the 7.
I mean, yeah, that
Yep.
makes sense.
Yep.
That tracks.
So we're
No,
coming around
one
the
of them
corner.
is Dell.
Yeah.
I think
One
it
of
was-
them's at Lake Point.
Yep.
I think it was at Dell. is what we were
Okay.
at.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was before Dell.
Yeah, so you've got Lake Point,
It,
Grantsville,
it was the
Dell.
second one.
Yeah.
the Morton Salt Plant. I might have those 2 flipped,
Yeah.
but still.
Jake, let me know next time you're going to be out at UMC. I'll bring you some slaps.
Hold on, look at the map. But yeah, so we finally come out of the corner, and we decided just to hit it. Just unanimously, we decided just to hit it. And I should mention that I'm riding in the M3, and it's got some older tires. Actually, the tires are older than the car, but they're in really good condition.
All right. Okay. I mean,
but
hey, bargain bin stuff. I get it.
Listen,
they're also run flats too, which is probably a really great thing to do these kind of speeds on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the sidewall's at least going to stay there.
Yep.
The tread might not.
hey,
So we get going, and we lose this guy. Like, I mean, we lose him.
fucking gone.
We hit. I don't know.
Fucking period at the end of a sentence, man. He is that far away.
When we are doing about $140, $145, which is where we're booking, but the M3 and the Boxster just gone, and we do that for a good 4 miles, which at that speed that's like maybe 45 seconds, or
Yeah,
whatever,
something like that.
less than a minute. So we lose him probably 5 miles behind us. We can't even see him anymore. That was pretty funny. But the last thing too was how fast these new M4s are. Like, they're insane what they can do. And I don't know.
They'll get up to 160 quick.
Yeah, and I don't know what power plant they have in them. know it's turbocharged.
The
It's a
M4, it's a twin turbo 6.
Yeah, it's a twin turbo straight 6. I can't remember the engine code though.
S55, S54, S55.
It's
It's
something
on
like that.
S54.
No.
S55.
N.
And
S. It'd be S. 'cause it's
it'd be
a-
an S because it's an M.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
S M B D S M. What?
What?
Well,
I'm sorry.
Choke me?
Continue.
so
Choke me like you hate me.
we're doing.
Thank
There
you.
it is. Thank you.
801 all track 107. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I know who you are. God damn it.
So we're doing, I don't know, 110, 115, and we see some lights coming up on us, and we're like, oh, shit, let's hope it was at the Federales, because we're almost to our destination, and we've been
Well.
going hard.
Yeah.
Not the Federales, but close.
An M4, and it made us feel like we were standing still.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
It just-
I don't think those are governed. I don't think any M cars now are governed.
They are, but they blew past that 155.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
saying it's limited at 178, 180 something. It was
Jesus.
up there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because
And he's-
155 is super
I guess
easy.
if they've got Z-rated tires on them from the factory,
Yeah.
that's probably what they limit them for. Is
Yeah.
the tire.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
he's tuned as well too, and he was like, "I'm not sure if this tune took off the governor. I haven't tried." So,
usually,
normally does, yeah.
I mean, at that point, if you're making a trip out to the salt flats, you might as well figure out where the car stops accelerating.
yeah,
So-
exactly.
we'll get back to that. That'll be the last part of the story.
You're marked. that.
Okay.
But yeah, come falling past us, and we finally get out the flats. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude! Like, we were standing still. Like we felt like we were doing like 40, and you passed us at 100. You know, so I didn't look down, but I don't know, 60, 160, 170, somewhere in that ballpark. Like, Jesus
Damn.
Christ. So Will's entire point was that he was going to try to max out the Boxster, which the Boxster's top speed, which is surprisingly high for a Boxster.
Was it like 150s?
No, it's like 171.
Jesus.
Okay.
Booking.
Yeah,
With a
169.
tailwind downhill.
I mean,
So he hit the downhill.
using all that horsepower
Just
at that point.
Every last
The
tooth
little
on the
motorized
gears.
wing and everything,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know.
the
The little thumbnail spoiler
Yes,
that
I remember.
actually-
Justin, the username was familiar. What's up, buddy? No, Justin's cool,
we don't
dude.
we don't know too many people with all tracks.
Yeah, Ultrax, Red Evo died. Posts a lot of stuff from Alaska. He's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's a homie for sure.
Mm-hmm.
he claimed, we didn't see him do this, but he claimed he hit 174, which I don't know.
I'd be asking for GPS numbers, baby.
Yeah.
But still, even if he indicated 174, the vehicle's top speed is rated as 170 something, 171. So he surpassed top speed of what it was. But,
Surpassed top speed at altitude,
yeah.
likely with a side wind because I mean it's Western Utah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
I mean,
yeah, no, but he, but yeah, so yeah, that was our little trip. We got some good photos of it. If you're interested, go check out Zach Lord's Media on Facebook and Instagram. I'm posting up there right now. So,
all right.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been 160 in an E63 AMG,
Yeah.
and that was surprisingly comfortable. But I've never gone any faster than that.
Yeah,
That was it.
Yeah.
Mine is 175 in the Viper, which felt like you were doing 175. Like it felt like
I mean, yeah, the Viper feels like you're doing 80 on the freeway at 80.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Just out there running.
it does not mask its speed.
Did I tell you what the underneath of that car looked like? It looked like it was built in some dude's shed named Gary's shed.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's
Some guy named Gary. I mean, yeah, that sounds about right. Have you not seen underneath Trent's Viper?
I'm guessing it's the same. Yeah.
The Gen 1s, they just look like they've been TIG welded by some guy in Detroit.
yeah, some dude named Gary.
Yeah.
It's like a ladder frame underneath there.
It's it's old
yeah.
school. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that whole car is fiberglass and aluminum.
Yep.
I mean, that's...
Yeah.
And when you start getting into it, like, okay, like the front for this generation I looked at, where it was the 09, so I don't know what generation.
Whatever.
That's a Gen 4, I think.
Yeah, there's
No, late Gen 3.
I don't know. They don't make any sense to me.
09, I think, is late Gen 3.
But they, I was say, their suspension's a little bit more advanced. But
They definitely strayed away from the original, Dodge Dakota-esque frameness of, Gen 1, for those of you that don't know, Gen 1 Vipers have Dodge Dakota knuckles.
Knuckles.
I mean, that's where they got the 6 on 115 bolt pattern from.
That's why Trent has snow tires for his.
Exactly. 17 on 9.5, no less.
Yeah. Fucking
Or
great.
8.5. So I don't remember what
I don't know. Whatever.
yeah, no, it's just a funny car.
Yeah.
My
Yeah. I
question-
mean, I'm surprised how many. Well, I guess I'm surprised and not at the same time how many, like nice cars or like what would be considered like a supercar almost look so incredibly home built.
Oh yeah.
Like Rossian's Nobles, right? I
Yeah.
mean, they are a factory offered vehicle outside of North America. They're obviously a kit car here because of our ridiculous regulations.
Mhm.
But like you look at it, and like to those people that don't know that Noble and Rossian are like a car company, right? Like they'd be like, "Oh wow, that's a really well built kit."
Yeah.
It's like- Yeah, you pull the clamshells back on that thing, and
Oh,
you look
yeah.
at it, and you're like, "Wait, hold on."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's the
It's
same thing with the. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's
But
probably ties together.
The 740, or it's not 740. Jesus Christ, the F40.
yeah. No, that was.
Well, you got to think 80s.
Yeah.
When you
And that
pull
was-
back the front clamshell, it's like, God, this was derived
Well,
from
I mean,
something they were racing.
That's exactly like the Lancia Stratos.
Yeah.
Those rally cars, the
Yeah, like-
037s, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. The fire, like an actual proper Delta Integrale.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, you
Like-
look at all the underpinnings, you look at all the
Yeah.
structure of those cars, and
Yeah.
I mean, they look homemade.
Yeah. And I mean, like, especially with like the F40, because that had its genesis in the 288 GTO, which was
Right.
going to be
Yeah, 'cause-
Ferrari's Group B tarmac car.
Right.
And then that died. So they did a little bit of Group C with the 288 GTO Evoluzione.
Right.
And then they're just like, we can do better. So,
let's roll up that 40.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
it proceeded to get stopped by the McLaren F1.
Well, I mean,
Poor timing. Poor timing.
but I mean, also
Yeah.
look under the skin.
Oh, God, yeah.
Lift up the skirt of an F1,
Yeah.
and I mean, again, I've seen better built
Yeah.
like kit cars.
Yeah.
And you're going to see all over the place. Like, okay, so RUF roof, whatever it is,
Roof.
right? I have seen under the deck lid of a twin turbo BTR before. I have personally welded a better turbo kit,
Yeah. But
and
that was,
I taught myself how to weld.
oh, yeah.
Okay.
But no, those things were like thrown together by
Yeah.
just like some German dude who's just like passion.
Yeah, I mean, like they're
Yeah.
like pie cuts and booger welds and stuff, and,
Yeah.
and hose clamps for like there's not actual like nice T clamps or anything on those
No.
hoses. It's literally all Bosch spec like
Oh, yeah.
hose clamps, and like the little spring clips and shit everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Like even the oil drains on both of those turbos looked like such an afterthought.
Oh yeah, no, they're
And I mean, you've also got to think, that was 80s turbo technology. So,
oh god.
I mean, we weren't exactly reaching that
No.
deep in the bag.
As someone who had an 80s turbo car that ended up making more boost than it knew what to do with.
Well, and
yeah,
that's
that was
and that's the thing too, is what gets me is your car was designed by a major Japanese company in the 80s.
Yep.
With that technology.
Which
Yes.
already had years of turbo experience as well too.
Right,
Not-
exactly.
Not only in racing, but
It was kind of interesting to see how, something that worked so well and that had such a high prestige, and then you pop the lid and you're like, oh,
oh boy. Well,
okay.
Well,
I mean, I've literally seen Hondas with better turbo kits. Like
Okay.
budget
Oh, yeah.
Hondas, budget 11-second Hondas,
Oh,
mind
yeah.
you.
So on a very similar note, this weekend I got to look at and sit in a Ferrari, which not the first time I've actually.
What model?
Oh, I'll get at that.
Okay.
Also, I really want to look at the welding on Richard Losey's Enzo.
Yeah.
I think that'd be very interesting.
Yeah, it crashed and rebuilt.
yeah.
But no, I got to sit in a very odd approach. I didn't even know it existed. Like, it makes sense that it exists, but I didn't know that particular model existed.
Mhm.
Okay, it has 3 names.
Oh boy.
It is the Ferrari Dino 308 GT4.
I mean, okay. Yeah,
So-
I follow.
Basically, from what I was able to piece
The
together,
the Dino was originally supposed to be like a 288 or something like that, right?
It
Like it
was-
was based on
it
or something
was-
around that.
this thing only is
No, the Dino existed before the
Basic.
288, and it
Yeah.
was
So
Okay.
what it was, it was supposed to be like the economy car.
Okay.
yeah.
But Enzo never liked it. But
That's why they called it the Dino by Ferrari, not a
Yeah.
Ferrari Dino.
Yeah.
Got it.
so
Got
the
it.
Dino was
Chrysler TC by Maserati.
Exactly, same deal. And then real quick, Justin 130 something in the Supra.
Oh yeah, that's when we were stretching its legs, contemplating suicide.
No, we only
Oh,
ever
okay.
got up to like one. I think we tickled 120 with the
Oh,
top
okay.
off
All
on
right.
the 8th playthrough of the sports album.
Yes,
um,
the heart of rock and roll still beating.
And my first ex wondering why the hell we wouldn't come visit her in Farmington.
I mean, we'll wave as we pass you.
Yeah, exactly. That I think I literally told you to send her that.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
You definitely handed me the phone and said something over the wind noise,
Yeah.
and I probably sent something similar to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you remember Whitney.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
How can you forget?
how could one forget that? Anyway,
but where we go with this?
So Dino 308 GT4.
Yeah. So the Dino was bodied by Pininfarina, which was
Yep.
interesting.
Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
bodied by Bertone, which means it's more in common with everyone's favorite Mondial.
Okay, got it.
But it has the engine, so it looks like a Mondial,
Right.
but it has
It's a 2-seater Mondial, isn't it? Basically.
no. Hold on.
Oh, it gets better.
The 308 means it's the engine out of the 308.
Okay.
So it's the V8.
Okay.
It's the quad carbureted V8.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right. Thank God there's no K-Jetronic on it.
Yep, that is shoved into basically a Mondial with 4 seats, but it's not a Mondial because the GT4 indicates a 4-seater.
Okay. All right.
It is
All right.
a weird bastardized. Let me see if I can find a photo of it so I can show you guys. 'Cause it is.
I mean, I follow a guy on Instagram, again, by way of Facebook, who I found from one of the other, crazy car pages that I was a part of, who basically
goofy
makes a living V8 swapping Mondials.
And that looks good,
And I like that.
but
I do like that.
that's not what this thing looked like, though.
Oh boy.
So that's a better angle of just. It is just pure Italian on so many levels.
It's
Oh,
just
very,
that-
very much so.
it's just that 70s
It's-
coked out Italian.
It's like when you get drunk at the bar and a Bricklin walks in.
yeah. Right?
So this, I got to sit in it, which is not the first time I've been in a Ferrari, but first time I've ever been in a Ferrari with a gated shifter.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's fair.
I'm a little surprised they didn't take the Lamborghini route and was just like, oh, we make a Spada. A Spada got V12, but a Spada got no gates.
Hey.
Or also, I believe the original GT4 Lusso also didn't get a gated shifter.
I don't think it did.
I don't think it did, but
Couldn't tell you. I don't
Yeah.
follow.
but
I don't know.
the 330 GTO and the 250 GTO did get gated
Yes.
shifters.
Yes, they did.
So I think the only Ferrari I've actually ever sat in, I mean, the one I remember anyway, I may have sat in a 550, I don't know, or something, but 365 GTB4.
Ooh,
My claim to fame is that I farted in that car.
attaboy.
So I did not fart in this car.
Oh, well, you should
I
have.
should have. That would have made a way better story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I hop in. I said, "Hey, Mark," I said, "I would love to try shifting the gate shifter. I've never done it before." He goes, "Oh, go ahead and go for it." So I maneuver my lanky ass,
I mean, you definitely
Yeah.
have to maneuver into an 80s Ferrari.
Yeah.
and I get in it, and I put my foot where I think the clutch is going to be, and there's nothing. And I look down, and the clutch is slightly towards the middle of the steering column.
Right. It's got to be like you're driving in a Cooper where you like everything's offset to the right of you.
But the worst part is, so first off, the pedals are shifted, I don't know, probably 8 inches further than they should be. The steering column is, normally you look at the steering column, it is perfectly parallel with the car. Oh, fuck no, that would make way too much sense. This is like a 4-degree tilt inwards.
Yeah, it's a Ferrari.
So
It's an
you're
80s Ferrari.
I
That's
mean,
how it goes.
My 84 F-150 does the same thing.
Yeah.
So
You know
The
what Ford
seats-
stands for, Dave, right?
Fix it again, Tony.
So the seat's perfectly parallel. The pedals are in the next zip code over,
Yep.
and the steering wheel is pointing towards the east.
Yeah.
Towards the east.
To the east.
And it is just so fucking weird of a car. But
Yeah.
I was trying to smooth up and let me drive it because I've never driven a man or a gated shifter. So
Yeah, I can imagine it's just like playing Cruisin' World or Cruisin' USA.
Yeah.
Clunk,
Clunk.
clunk, clunk,
Big plastic
clunk.
big plastic button that says radio right next to it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
there we go.
So, yeah, that's kind of what I did this weekend. Just that,
Nice.
some drifting on the salt flats and sitting in a Ferrari.
Nice.
Side note or tangent, whatever you want to call it.
Rhubarb.
I feel like 80s Ferraris make me want to own a Fiero that much more.
Yeah, I mean, I could see
I
that.
would rather an 80s Ferrari. I'd rather Mondial than a.
I don't know. I would at least rather light the General's fiberglass on fire.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
But my reasoning is
Get that Iron Duke all crispy.
Oh, you underestimate my choice of Fiero, sir. I'd be rocking with that 2.8 and that 4-speed.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
aren't the Grummins catching fire? Huh.
Yeah.
I wonder, huh?
Hmm,
Huh.
hmm,
Huh.
hmm.
Huh.
Wonder how that works.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Funny how you build an aluminum cabin on top of a Blazer chassis with the old Iron Duke heater.
Kicks
Made out
ass.
of cast iron, just
Yeah.
like
Jacob Bash
oh,
dropped the one.
oh, that's
K swap
it.
the Fiero.
That's it right there. If I
Uh-huh.
ever own a Fiero, it's getting K swapped, or better yet, J swapped.
There it is.
I want to K and or J swap the world just as bad as I want to LS swap the world.
I think you just need to just jump on the J thing because I feel as though the Ks are going to start.
Oh, look, another J30.
Yeah, the Ks are going to start skyrocketing in price.
I want to come back to that real quickly. We received fan art.
Yes, we did.
I get a messages. I'm laying in bed ready to go to sleep one night.
Dick in hand.
And Dick was not in hand at that moment.
At that moment.
Hold on, I want to read you the exact wording of this message because it was so perfect.
The best 10-cylinder Fiero in the most confusing possible way.
I mean, I'd shove a K24 under the nose and then a J35 in the ass of it.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll do this.
Automatic transmission for the rear, just like
I mean, because I'm going to have my hands full with the torque steer from the front half.
yep. Just put the back half in D, baby. Let her eat.
Yep.
So
Put it in H.
kick hard in D.
Kick hard on D. Does not kick hard on R.
So
Was that a Beetle or was that a Golf?
It was a
No,
Jetta.
it was a Jetta.
Oh, it was a Jetta. Okay,
Yeah.
it was a 2.0 Jetta. That's what
I
it
think
was.
it had a broken window as well too.
Yeah, it was just like it was just a black garbage bag taped up over one of the windows.
That's right.
Yeah, it was a 2-point slow Mark IV. I
That's right. It was like $1,000, wasn't it?
think it was 800.
Okay, there we go. Kick hard on D.
So I got a message one night,
Thank you, Jacob.
9:10. Hey, comma, you online want to see some really bad cam fan art I made? And I go, what do you mean by online? And absolutely yes, I would want nothing more in my life. And he sends me this green photo, which I can't really show you guys very well.
You should. I mean, that's just a white block.
Yeah,
You should really just put it up on the on this. Just screen share it.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, we don't even have to. Yeah, we can figure this out.
Yeah. Oh, what? Look at you go.
Look at him go.
Look
folks.
at you go.
So I get this, and this is the most perfect thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
I love the question mark placement.
You just-
Yeah.
God, why is this thing
Fucking-
so slow?
Because you're not using the app. Duh.
Duh.
Where is this?
He's right. He's right there.
Right there.
You-
Right there.
Yikes. Okay. All right. Dab it up. Okay.
There it is.
You gonna? Are
Hold
you
on,
sharing
hold
the
on.
screen? You're not
Give me
sharing
a
the screen.
fucking sec. I want to see all my personal details. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
about
your-
that.
Yeah, all of your personal details, which we don't give a shit about anyway. Share. Look at that.
Wow.
Screenception.
There it is.
I hope you guys can see this. So this is amazing. This was what was sent to me. Cam Automag. Dave, kind of short. Mike, question mark, very short. Zach, giant giraffe neck,
Yeah, I mean,
He's all neck, ladies and gentlemen.
all neck. Pick and pull. Sorry, we're out of fucking Honda parts because of Dave. Not a Honda because of Dave.
I like his commitment to the sign post specifically.
Yeah.
It definitely extends beyond the vehicle, well into the weeds.
Yes.
Um,
I like the weeds.
I think it's like the wetlands. And then he signed it. I got him to sign it in Comic Sans, which made me so happy.
Logan, you are truly our hero.
Yeah.
You are definitely number one fan for the Shenanigans.
Like,
So this will get printed off at some point on an 11 by 13 or whatever photo frame.
Whatever medium format we can find.
yeah.
And it will eventually get hung on this wall.
Somewhere.
Or somewhere. I figured that.
Well, I think we should put the Ferrari behind me
Yeah. I just put
and
the.
put that there so
just-
that we see it every time.
I'd love
Yeah.
nothing
So
more than
print that thing a little bit bigger than 11 by 14.
that. But things I can do.
Well, here's the thing: print it in multiple panels
Yeah. Multiple panels.
with
just
1/8
glue it
of an
together.
inch overlap.
That's a lot of work.
We'll just
It
glue
really
together.
isn't, though.
Will you do it for me?
I mean, I have a laser printer at home that I can just rip out like a 9-page fucking
What
spread of
part
this.
that was a penis, Jacob Bastion.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look back at the picture, Mike is packing.
Damn right I am.
Oh god, there's a bulge there. There's a 100% bulge right
Mike
there.
is 100% packing.
What's up?
You're short, but you're stout.
Look at my broad shoulders.
What's up, all you cute drip girlfriends?
Yeah,
Need a
exactly.
new boyfriend?
Hmm?
Hey.
Also, you guys are making fun of this thing. Now, when one of our dumbasses spills a beer,
I
Just
mean,
saying.
it's going to be you.
go ahead, shut the fuck up.
You're just assuming I'm.
Brandon's not here. Pizza Dad's not here to defend me. You know, he's the one. You fucking doing that.
Yeah, of course, the guy that abandons us is the one that would defend you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know
Yeah.
my place.
Know your place, trash.
I'll call him right now. I'll call him, bitch ass.
I don't.
Please
think we
don't. He probably won't answer.
Yeah, we don't need to. We don't need to bring him into this.
Yikes.
Tracking him.
Yikes.
Nail screeching and all.
Yep.
God. So, that weather outside.
I mean, I had a thing for this.
Oh, you had a thing.
Yeah, I had a thing.
I like things.
So one of the folks at the front desk at IE, his name is Soren. He is a kid.
Okay.
I will say he's like a fucking child. He's like 20.
All right. I
So-
mean, we consider Zach at the tender age of 23 a child.
Yeah.
20 is absolutely, toddler-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Place.
But Soren is in college, and he is really, really wanting to buy this 2015 M4 for $50,000.
That's
That has,
I guess that's going right.
that has about 30 to 35, according to the ad, worth of parts and work into it.
Oh, okay. So it's got tires and brakes.
hold on.
No, it's got bigger turbos.
Okay. I like this.
It's got a bunch of stuff. He said it's got a built motor, but I looked at the ad and it doesn't say anything about a built motor.
Built motor. I mean, guys are making what, 1,200 on that short block?
Something like that.
I
Yeah.
mean, 1,000 without touching the head.
Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks, Andrew.
Oh,
yeah, I mean-
we definitely replaced light bulbs. And
Yes,
by
we
I mean Zach, because Zach is the one that can replace light bulbs in here without a ladder.
That is my only claim to fame.
Zach is tall. And there we go.
And if you young girls, single ladies are looking for somebody who can replace light bulbs for you, hit me up
There it is.
at Zach Lords Media.
All the women that are interested in somebody like that are 15,000 over an oil change and have bald as fuck front tires on their
Yeah.
leased Altima.
That does kind of scare me a little bit.
Yeah.
As a car guy, I'm not gonna lie.
The winter is a terrible starter pack.
Right.
But no, so
I wanted to add to your piece. As somebody of that age bracket,
uh-huh.
and somebody who's doing pretty good for himself,
Yeah.
I can't afford a $50,000 car. Jesus Christ! And
No.
I don't work as a receptionist.
No, like
I'm an
he's
IT guy.
yeah. No, he's yeah, like
So he's high in the night, basically.
exactly. But
Okay.
he's just like he's thoroughly convinced that this is the car for him after I spent a lot of time trying to talk him down from this ledge.
Here's the thing. I don't even think somebody in that position could afford a 428i.
No, probably not.
Hold on. I'm gonna hold the mortgage calculator on this because I'm curious.
Yeah, no.
I'm guessing 80 is probably going to be about 14 a month. Maybe
So
13.
yeah, so he's just I mean like I'm trying to tell him like no, like one, it's too
Not
new.
mortgage, I mean auto loan.
Yeah,
But
like it. You're 20. This is a $50,000 car.
Well, I mean, a brand new Camry is in the fucking 40s will
You said
option, so I
55,
suppose
you
it's
think?
not.
It's listed for 50.
I mean, I
Well,
suppose
let's
it's not
go
an
52
entirely.
because he's probably going to be smart and get a
terrible
little
reach.
extra money to get for tax, title, and licensing. You think?
No, he isn't.
Okay, we're going 50, so he's going to fuck himself at the end.
Exactly. He's going to screw himself over.
Hey, How
Yeah.
young is he?
Huh?
How young is he?
He's 20.
First car? For first auto loan.
Maybe he drives.
Let's just assume. Let's just
Go
assume new
8%.
buyer. Yeah.
8%. Do we go? What's the standard auto loan period?
At this point, 80 months.
Well, 80 months would drop this thing down to like $400 a month. I can afford that.
about 7,000 years. I don't know.
So
72 is 5 years, but I
72
know
is 6 years.
Sorry, 6 years. Yeah.
let's go 60 for 5 years because that seems okay. So for $50,000 at 8.11%,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's better than my interest rate right now.
Yeah.
And at 60 month, that is $1,100 a month.
Yeah. That's not including the insurance, which is going to fuck him over.
Oh, absolutely.
But he does not fully grasp that.
Yeah, because
There you go. 84 months is the standard. That's it.
It's 80.
Damn.
Let's go 96 at this point.
Whatever.
96.
I mean, there's
One
probably
away.
a lending institution that will gladly fuck him for 96 months at like
Oh, yeah.
12%.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so
And they won't let him refi for like 3 years.
So we're sitting there in the middle of the warehouse. We're looking at this. A side note: I have found a car with TEs that I do not like the TEs on,
Oh, really?
and I think it's just the color combination of the car and the TEs.
Perhaps.
It's,
What
it's
is
an M2 competition,
Okay.
and it's super like. I mean, the car is like kind of like cement gray.
All right.
Kind of like the M4.
Yeah, kind of like yeah.
Okay.
But the TEs are like this super dark bronze. Like
Gray and bronze, I'm not a fan of.
Yeah.
I feel you there.
And I mean, like,
feel
if these
you
were
there.
brighter bronze, I'd be a little bit more on board. But these
Or
are like,
if they were more,
yeah,
copper maybe.
yeah, like a little more copper.
Okay,
Just, I
all
mean,
right.
yeah, just brighter.
I
But these are not, yeah, because I've been staring at this thing for a while now, for like the last few days when it's been at work, and I'm just like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. So, but anyway, yeah. So I'm sitting there trying to talk poor Soren out of this terrible idea,
Right.
you know. And
I
I'm
mean,
just-
it's an idea. No matter how terrible, I don't think anybody's going to allow it to actually occur.
yeah, he is thoroughly convinced that this is going to happen for him.
I'm
Like,
sure his debt to income ratio will tell him otherwise.
Well, so apparently he's in college, but his scholarship is taking care of everything, and all he does is buy food and gas
Okay.
for the Mustang.
He's definitely going to.
But also, I was in a similar position where my debt to income, I don't know, 3 years ago, or 2 years ago, was amazing. I was paying $300 a month for this place.
Yeah.
When there was 5 of us living here.
Right.
And I went to go look at an auto loan, and they basically laughed me out of the building.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Oh,
there's-
I believe it.
mean, yeah. Well, then, so
For a $30,000 car, well, too. I was going to
Oh,
buy
yeah.
a GS350 because I'm fucking stupid.
I mean,
At 2014, they look really good interiors.
yeah,
they're a nice driving car.
yeah, they're not bad. But yeah, so I'm sitting there trying to tell him, just like, go get like, you know, like a B8 or a B7 S4, you know, like go get.
Also, hold on. We got to go back to the first part. If this is his first auto loan, he's fucked.
Yeah, there's no way in hell this is actually going to
Because
happen.
No, you're not even going to get a new Camry out of that. You're not going to get a new Accord.
No, you're going to get an Accord.
Yeah, yeah.
but mom's going to have to co-sign on it.
Exactly.
So, other than the bank, I went with a very small
Well, and I mean, you got to think sometimes that's favoring the situation. I mean, you got to think small credit unions basically thrive off of first-time buyer auto loans.
Yeah.
Because they can afford the loss of having to go repo one car, clean it up, and then flip it at auction.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I went to 5 banks before I found the one that I found, and 4 of the 5 had a 10 grand maximum or 15 grand maximum for a first-time auto line.
Right.
Loan. And then they also had some weird things where it was like, oh, it must be from this era, so it must be 10 years or newer.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's pretty standard
Yeah.
for credit unions.
Yeah, like they're trying to just like hedge their bets as best they can, assuming they have to come get that car from you in the middle of the night.
Right.
I got lucky as shit with mine where they're just like, as long as it's within what we believe value is, we don't give a shit. I think it was 20 grand or less, which was more than enough for me.
Right.
For my truck.
I mean, see, this is why I'm boned trying to find financing for a truck that I've owned for 4 years. Even though the value is 12 grand, my credit's shit and it's 21 years old. I'm pretty much hosed on trying to get a loan on it, which is hilarious because you see so many early 2000s Super Duties going for 20 grand.
Oh yeah.
$15,000-$20,000 because they're, lifted, brodozed out.
Yeah.
Even with 300,000 miles.
Oh yeah.
Well, and I got really lucky with mine because I got fucked on my interest rate. 11%.
Yeah.
But I'm also first time auto loan, so
Yeah.
I've owned
You're gonna
19 or 19 vehicles.
Yeah.
Or 18 vehicles, somewhere in that ballpark. And the truck was my first one with auto loan. I'm like, I should have pulled this bandit up a lot sooner.
Yeah, you really should have, but here we are. But yeah,
I've got a couple of defaulted auto loans under my belt. I don't know if that's helping me or hurting me any more than a first-time buyer would.
Can't imagine it's helping your cause at all. Really?
I mean, to be fair, all of those are off my credit now.
Oh, good.
I've been doing this long enough.
There you go.
But where I was going with that was even with that interest rate, I'm not even remotely upset on my car. I think I could sell my car tomorrow after I fix this 4 things it needs for 12.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You sell it for more than you paid for it, basically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I mean, that's just been the market of those trucks. That's been the market of most decently sought after used vehicles.
Yeah. And I mean, this is a highly modified M4.
Yeah. And
So it's like
That's a niche market where the ideal buyer likely already has the money.
Yeah,
And that's just going to be a title transfer.
exactly.
Because I'm sure that car is probably already owned.
Mhm.
Um,
Or it's either owned or this dude pulled I just graduated college. The world is my oyster. I got a job offer. I'm going to pull the trigger on this thing. Let me build this thing.
right.
Wait, what do you mean I'm not getting another grant? You're only paying me how much? Oh, God.
Right.
or also like think about like the market for M3s.
Yeah.
Okay, they're going up right now, but if you look market for M3s 2 years ago,
Oh, yeah.
and the M3 and the M4 are a very similar car. Like you can get with the last of the V8 M3s,
The E90.
the E90, yeah, dumped in pricing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no way that car's going to hold any value.
No.
Even remotely.
No.
Well, I think it's because of the V8.
Yeah, I think that's always going to be the more That's for a very long time. The E90 is going to be the affordable M3 just because.
Oh, I agree.
Any of the M3s.
Yeah.
There's not an M3 that's ever really held its value except the E30, but
it's
that's also
But it's also such a rare bird.
Yeah, that's a rare bird, and it's one of those. Well, much like a lot of these kind of collector sports cars, they go up and down. Because I remember, like, you could get an E36 M3 for a fucking song, and now they're commanding 5 figures, even for kind of a shitbox one.
Yeah.
And I know they're just they do the Ferrari thing.
Oh yeah, no.
Where
Well, yeah,
they're valuable, then they're really not valuable, and then they go up to being valuable.
well, yeah. I mean, that's every.
Well, the C4 did the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, air-cooled Porsches did the same thing. You used to be able to get
absolutely.
those. They were fucking disposable, and now all of a sudden.
Well, yeah, there's a video of Jeremy Clarkson pouring acid on one young Yeet.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, like there's nothing.
So it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, no, there's
No,
nothing.
that was like 98 or something when he did that.
Yeah, but Yeet wasn't around.
No, have you not seen this video?
No.
Hold on, we're gonna fucking show the class real quickly. Hold on.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Really don't feel as though we need to.
No, we don't have to do that part. Okay.
Hey.
Anywho,
Yeah, so
continue on.
yeah, anyway, so trying to convince Soren that it's not a great idea led him to, oh, well, what if I just move?
Okay.
God,
World's first Yeet in 1998.
Jesus, this is. this is not going to have the payoff it fucking needs to.
I know, right?
But you said that.
The one person that's watching this.
You can even douse it in acid. Eat.
Huh.
Where I was going with this
Okay.
though was like, you see him, he's like, why is this? Go away.
God.
Go away.
Just leave fucking YouTube. This thing did not have the impact you wanted it to.
But no, let me finish my story. Which
God.
is he that's an air compressor. He kicked the window out of it and poured acid on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm trying to get,
Yeah.
let me help
didn't-
you.
You didn't have
But I wanted to.
that took a tangent that was
It was
unnecessarily.
13 seconds.
You should really click stop sharing.
Yeah. You really need to
Yeah.
do that.
Jake is definitely correct.
Yes.
Bottom center. Bottom center. Okay.
There you go.
There.
Perfect.
Good enough.
Yeah. That did not have the payoff it needed
I
to.
wanted you to be on my side.
After all
And
that
you were
build up.
not on my side.
That was more
I
than
mean,
13
can you
seconds.
blame him?
We keep dragging this out just so your point is more correct. Is that what you want right now, Mike?
Yeah, I need a win, Zach. My life hasn't been full of them lately. All right.
You got free croissants this today.
I'm with him.
Thank you, Zach. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Let's hear it. Give you free croissants, bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this right now.
He also brought us beer, so
Oh yeah, he's
I
clear.
brought $16 worth of beer, and you're
clear.
drinking Stella. I paid $18 for last week.
thank you, Dave.
Clear. I appreciate you, Dave.
Oh, I'm more than fucking clear, bud.
We
You want
owe
to fucking hand you underneath the table right now?
I mean,
Dave. Okay. Anyway, Jesus Christ.
Guys,
you want to talk about underwhelming? A handy under the table from Zach is probably top of that list.
God, as we get like fucking demonetized and banned for the worst fucking reason.
To the one viewer out there, which is Jake,
And I
thank
just-
you
I just
for
spent.
sticking around.
Anyway, so no, after I kind of eventually,
we're still talking about this. I'm so sorry.
yeah, we're trying. I'm trying to.
Go for
He's
it.
trying to tie this thing home, man.
I'm really trying to. No, so
Why are you sorry for saying penis? I'm not sorry for saying penis.
I'm not sorry for saying penis either.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this, Mike.
Thank you. God.
See, I still have power.
Misplaced as it may be.
Yep. No,
Go
so
grab the studio box and throw it over your head.
I mean, you guys, fucking criminy.
Good God.
Anyway, so Soren, after kind of, sort of, maybe backing him off the ledge a little bit, we started talking about Porsches.
Oh god, that's bad.
Because I'm just like, well, why don't you get, like a B8 or a B7 S4? Like
Right.
there's other stuff out there. He's like, well, I don't like Audis. I'm like, okay, well, why don't you just get like an older M3?
You're working the front desk at the wrong place if you
Yeah.
don't like Audis, but
Yeah, that's, I mean, but then I told him, I'm
Yikes.
just like, well, why don't you just get like an older M3, like an E90? He's like, well, I like sleek cars. So that's why I like the new BMWs. And I'm like, they're not, I wouldn't describe them as sleek, but
no.
okay. Like we're literally looking at an M2 and he's just like, yeah, the car I'm looking at is just a little like, it's almost exactly the same, just blue. And I'm like, there is nothing sleek about the front end of this thing.
No.
It's just gaudy and
Yeah, no, it's
Booty.
ostentatious.
Yeah.
But
Which I feel like they were trying to do to begin with.
yeah,
But
but
that's-
whatever.
They
Neither
look
here nor
good.
there.
I'm not denying they look good, but they are not a sleek car.
No, it is not sleek. But then we started talking about Porsches. And then he's just like, well, I could just move back in and then just start saving money. And then like
Buy a
at my
GT3, is that what he said?
GT3 RS.
Damn. Yeah, arm.
Yeah. And I'm just
Huh.
like, and he's just like, that's a mogul move. And I'm like, no, it isn't. And he's like, it's not a Chad move. I'm like, it's a fucking Buster move. Are you fucking kidding me? And he's just like, you're just gonna sit at home, save money. Well, all your friends are out there like living their fucking lives like you
Right.
do in your early 20s.
Right. So you're telling me you're going to burn away your early 20s for a Porsche.
You're gonna waste the better part of a decade to save up for a Porsche that you will never actually be able to drive because one, I doubt you'll actually be able to afford one, and two, you will not be able to afford to insure it.
Oh, God,
Exactly.
No.
Absolutely not, yeah.
No, especially a GT3 RS. No, absolutely not. At 26, no.
And you also went from, I don't know, maintaining a $40,000, or what was it M4 originally? What? I don't know,
90.
90? For maintaining a $90,000, which is already a lot of fucking money,
Yeah.
to now maintaining a $240,000 car before options.
Right.
Yeah, like it's yeah. So I'm sitting there just trying to talk this kid off this fucking ledge, and he's like, "No, I'm gonna do it. It's a mogul move." I'm like, "Fuck, no,
You're not fucking Jordan Belfort. Shut the fuck up.
no."
Kid.
There is nothing mogul about this.
There's nothing mogul about a desk job at integrated engineering. Let's be real. Let's just throw that on the table right now.
No offense to my daddy Pumpkin.
But still,
Yeah, like
you know what I mean?
No, it's not. No.
Pumpkin's also not fucking early 20s.
Yeah, like no. If you're going to make a mogul move, quote unquote.
If you're gonna make a
And-
mogul move, you're gonna buy a fucking house. That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, like if
Pumpkin
you're-
already owns a house.
Yeah, like if you're gonna move back in with mom and dad to like save money, you're going to make that money work for you, not just let it sit
Jesus.
in a fucking. I'm assuming he probably wouldn't even put it in like a savings account or
He's
like
probably
some.
gonna stuff it under the fucking mattress.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
put it in a coffee can.
So you can
God
fucking
damn-
jerk off to it, be happy when he sees it every single
Fucking
morning.
mayonnaise jar full of 20s.
God, fives.
Well, also, like, think about like my job. I work with people who make some serious fucking money. I work
Yeah.
with like, there's a doctor on one of the teams. He's been doing this for 60 plus years. I don't know. He has to be making $150,000 a year.
I would sure fucking hope so.
Yeah,
And the most ostentatious car in the parking lot is the fucking Battleship Gray Hellcat
yeah.
and the Model Y.
I mean,
Which
yeah.
I mean, that a Hellcat is not really surprising.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the guy who rented.
Yeah.
so it's awesome.
I mean, at the end of the day, like yeah, it's a Hellcat, but an insurance company is still going to be like, oh, okay, it's a Challenger.
yeah.
It's a sporty Challenger.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
so-
like where I work, like the top three, I mean, Pete, Dave, and Damon, they
Mhm.
have ridiculous cars. But
Sure.
Dave almost every day just brings in his blue SQ5.
right,
Uh,
sensible.
Pete, if he's not taking like one of the if he's not taking the development RS5 home, which he isn't because it's in pieces right now.
Sure.
We're 3D scanning a bunch of stuff.
Development.
I mean, he's got his RS7, which we also use as a development car.
Right.
Mhm. So I mean, there's
RS7, definitely a nice car.
that
I mean,
for real. Yeah.
that's a 6-digit car,
Mm-hmm.
or was when
Yeah.
it came out.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, like him and like we also have our development S6 that he takes home every now and again.
Right.
But yeah, or I mean, he'll bring in Dave's SQ5. Like it's
Uh-huh.
nothing like and then Damon he has a white M2,
Right.
but then more often than not he's bringing in his like 2500 Ram.
Yeah.
Like that's
I mean, yeah.
yeah. So like you drive by the front of our shop and it's just like rather kind of mundane stuff.
Right.
You know?
Right. I mean, I'm sure if Tyler brings in his Jeep,
Tyler always brings his Jeep.
is that his daily? I don't know.
That's really usually when I
may
see
as well be.
usually when I see Tyler I see his Jeep.
Okay.
You
all
know,
right.
but yeah, I
Fair
mean,
enough.
like the more ostentatious vehicles belong to the people not at the top.
And the people not making the money.
Exactly.
Right.
Like Joel, his fucking M2 competition.
Right.
We had a dude who had a bagged Mark 6R.
Okay.
But he sold that. Now he's bringing in his fucking Forerunner,
Hey,
which is just, Machine Shop has some wild shit. And it's,
I'm sure.
it's fucking great because I never see it until I'm taking out the trash.
Right.
Yeah,
but what's Hayden driving to work these days? He still got a shit can E46.
No, he's got a 1 Series that he brings in.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
like a
Even better.
135.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, like
Yeah, I think the nicest thing in my work parking lot is our shop foreman has like a 3-year-old Platinum F-150.
yeah,
Honestly, I think that's the nicest vehicle because like the other, like the lead tech drives like an 06 Impreza,
yeah.
not even a WRX, just a straight fucking Impreza.
Yeah.
So on your same story, we've got my work named Jose. I get lunch with him probably every single day. Jose is amazing.
Mhm.
But you just told me his name, the guy you work with.
Which
We're
one?
working
I mean,
with
gee, there's a lot of
the-
them.
the kid.
Joel.
Joel. No,
Oh.
the kid.
Soren.
Soren, yeah. So Soren wants to be like Jose, but Jose was smart. So Jose got finished with college to become a mechanical engineer. He got a good job as
Yeah.
a production line engineer.
Though
which-
I will say this: Soren is. I mean, he's 20, so he's a shithead like we all were at 20.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he is fucking working his ass off at school. Like he's actually getting a degree that will actually do something for him.
Sure.
Unlike one of us in this room.
So
I gave up on a graphics design degree because they were choosing 18-year-olds over my 23-year-old ass.
I went for something that no longer exists now.
Hey, print is a classic thing.
it's gonna come back just like everything else.
I really wish I could have figured out how to write the Penthouse Forum letters.
But so Jose he finished college and got the job here at the company I work for. And he went and bought an ostentatious car for the time.
Yeah.
But he didn't check every box.
No.
He got
God,
a C7 Corvette or C7 Corvette or C6 Corvette.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Last of the round taillight vets.
Yeah, man.
Not a Z06, not anything crazy.
Just a Corvette.
Base
Manual.
LS2 car.
Yeah, manual in it, and
Yeah.
that's it. Fucking loves the thing. Favorite car he's ever owned.
Oh yeah.
He also owns a shitload of other cars too, but yeah.
God damn it, Jake. I got a UTI. Oh, wait.
I went to UTI. Guess
Yeah.
that's the same.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But no, like, I mean, yeah, like I'm in the position where we do have to find some time to go down to Pesa to get the legacy going.
Oh, we
yeah.
do. You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, because that is going to be because the last drift event I was talking to God, I can't remember his name. I was talking to Quinn and Jackson Brundage. Haven't seen him in a while.
Oh,
he
Jackson
was there.
Yeah. No, I didn't see him.
Yeah. And then God, I can't fuck. I'm gonna remember this dude's name as soon as like we're done here.
As soon as
No,
we log off, yeah.
Caden. Name's Caden.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, we were talking and I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna get this legacy and then I'm just gonna put like a 2-liter, and then a front mount because it doesn't have a hood scoop. And then coilovers, wheels and tires, and then call it good.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, good enough.
yeah, like I'm not gonna break the bank. I'm gonna build the car I should have built years ago.
Fair enough. Back when you had the older Outback.
Yeah, back when I had the older Outback.
Yeah.
I got an idea for you.
Yeah, so that would have been, oh no, Jake, it has to be simple.
I mean,
That EJ bolts in, like it bolts in, it bolts up. Like there's no, I don't have to fab anything. I don't have to figure stuff out. I don't have to take this thing to JR. Like it's, I mean,
if never mind.
yeah, no,
I could go so many ways with this.
we could go a lot of ways with this, but we're,
I was
We are also.
going to flat six swap this thing and drift it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, anything you do is going to obviously be.
I think,
cough. The flat six is in my car now.
yeah, no, but like I was
You're
talking-
welcome for the free motor. Thanks for the croissants, bitch.
Yeah. There, zing. But no, I was talking to Caden and we're just, like we just kind of came to the decision. It's just like the 2-liter, the like
Just an EJ 205 will literally fall into that.
Yeah.
Or EJ 255 if you're feeling a little spicy. I mean,
Yeah.
you can use a Baja wiring harness.
yeah, but I mean just like that goes in, maybe
Yeah.
a VF39, just like an STI turbo,
Yeah.
and then a front mount, and then
Yeah.
call it good.
Yeah, you're like almost STI. Well, not even STI money. You're like decent WRX money into it, and
Yeah.
you've got a hatch. You
Yeah.
know, in a
Like a-
very sleeperish car.
Yeah. So good job.
That took far too much time for you to accomplish.
Yeah, but whatever. So yeah, no, but simpler the better. So for the two of you out there, God, anything bolts in with a
It's-
welder. Not
It's Jake and Glenn. Shout out to the two.
shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to steer the back half of this boat into dock?
Yeah, let's
Because-
We've already
nose?
slammed into the boat ramp.
Well, yeah,
Where-
'cause that's how we lost the nose.
some dude swooped in there and saved somebody's grandma from just getting fucking run over. No, God.
Hey, Super Gramps was cool.
Super Gramps was cool, but I'm not going to put a case.
No, there's no reason.
I'm not,
There's no reason to.
Jake, I'm not going to try and reinvent the wheel here.
If a flat 4 or flat 6 isn't going in it, a V8 should.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Done.
Yeah, no, it's been,
definitely has.
yeah, again, it's like I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel because reinventing the wheel sucks. Doing something that is well trodden, like as Dave Coleman once said, Leonardo da Vinci had a bunch of amazing, out of this world ideas, and he lived a very lonely life.
Indeed.
I have a bunch of slightly above average ideas, and I have a very active social life.
Dave Coleman also said data acquisition is never pretty but always necessary.
Yeah.
And he referenced a boost gauge taped to a windshield wiper.
He also said putting a heat shield on your bumper to prevent a fire makes you a racer. Putting a heat shield on your bumper to prevent another fire makes you a badass.
Indeed.
So,
I remember that article.
yeah.
I melted the inside of that 240's bumper. It looked like the inside of Blanche Devereaux's colon.
God. The editor telling him, make this thing run 10s or you're fired.
Yeah.
And at the very end, he has to call somebody from Hot Rod. And he's like, hey, what is this correct to? And the guy's just like, I don't know, like 10-8. Thanks. Click. And that's how I kept my job.
Indeed.
Uh,
And then the world took it away.
You guys are really good at going on tangents after the clock's at an hour.
Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. Well, I mean, fucking you building shit up for no payoff.
That was less than a minute in total.
No, it wasn't.
For the fucking
It
geek?
felt like.
What it felt like and what it was. are
Well, because here's the
entirely-
thing: you kept saying
Less than a minute to the power
You kept-
of 12.
you kept saying go on, and then you kept fucking talking like narrating your thing, and I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to make a point, and you're just like, no, I'm gonna fucking find this thing. No, go away. I don't need. Why are you here?
Well, I found
What is
it,
this?
though. I found
Yeah.
it.
But here's the thing: you can't tell me to keep talking, and then you keep fucking talking. That's not how this works.
I hear what you're saying, and I appreciate what you're saying, and I'll take it into consideration because you're saying it.
I am not helping you at all.
As soon as Dave
Also, Glenn, 13B Impreza has been done. It sucked.
yeah,
205 went back in the car.
yeah, I
after
don't
that.
need God. If I'm gonna
You
put,
don't need you already
I don't
have
need-
monster problems.
if I'm gonna have a rotary, it's going to be something that originally had a fucking rotary in it. None of
Valid.
this putting a basketball with the density of a dying star in something else. That's not how this is gonna go at fucking all. No. So yeah, sure, something like that. Whatever.
Yeah. There you
I'm
go.
gonna hide the chat because we're gonna keep going down.
All
this
right,
road.
whatever. Thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you, Glenn, for showing up at the end. We do appreciate that. Shout out to Jake. Shout out to Justin. Shout out to Blaze.
We don't need this with all these.
Stop listening. Don't enable us. No, we want people to listen though. Whatever. Yes. Thank you for joining us. Go buy some hustle from Trent, the Hustle Energy. Follow us on all the social medias. What are you doing? Why are you doing things?
At this
Stop.
point, it doesn't even matter.
Follow us on all the social medias. We're at Cam Automag on a lot of them. We've got stuff coming. I'm going to be dumping a bunch of stuff to the Facebook page and the Instagram, just because I don't necessarily have the website decided it was just going to update itself, and in the process broke a bunch of plugins.
Hell yeah.
So I can't log in and post stuff. So yeah. So there,
happens.
exactly. So there's that. So there's going to be a lot of stuff coming to Instagram and Facebook. So not the long form storytelling I want to do, but just a bunch of pictures. So there's that.
There it is.
Yep. Yeah. Follow Zach Lord's Media, right?
Yep, my mom just followed my page.
You muted your own damn self, and now you're talking to
My
a dead
mom
mic.
just liked my page an hour ago, which makes me really happy.
Aw,
It's only been around for, I don't know, fucking a month and a half now.
good job. Dave is on the internet saying
I'm-
stuff.
At that Dave guy sucks.
There
I
it is.
occasionally post shit.
There you go. I do Cam Automag stuff on occasion. The bowl is too small. Nerding for beginners. It's what me and Dave do. We do
Yep.
stuff. God, I still gotta finish that fucking editing. That
God,
last
same.
episode.
That's all right.
God, I have to go boost Brandon Kuhn's audio over an hour and a half long episode.
That's actually surprising.
Man was coming to us from campground Wi-Fi. And it was not
Okay.
great.
May as well have been coming to us from fucking Jupiter.
Jesus, underwater. Anyway, yeah. So Nerding for Beginners, new podcast every Wednesday.
Yep.
Except last week we had two come out on Friday.
Hey, you know what?
One called Careless Wonderwall, the other called Fisting Distance. If you want to know what those are about,
So,
Definitely give him a listen.
remember,
definitely.
guys, I live in the same house where we do the podcast. So one day I'm coming from outside my truck and I just hear somebody just yelling, "Fist me harder."
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's all I gotta say.
Listen,
These nerdy guys make some good shit.
the neighbors love us. Yeah.
More than the neighbors love us.
Hey, we also do a game stream every Thursday for Nerding for Beginners, so check that shit out. Usually it's 7. Usually it's more than just me, but last week I just did Grand Theft Auto 3 just because I didn't want to try to coordinate something.
Hey, man. It works.
It works. It got the job done.
It works.
So yeah, he is within fisting distance. All right. Well, I have been Mike. Zach is just out of fisting distance. Dave is definitely not within fisting
No, I probably
distance.
shouldn't do that. Never mind.
Ah,
Yeah.
Dave is fisting Zach.
Fist me harder.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is when you end it.
Hold on.
Christ.
Keep going. Keep fisting. Keep fisting.
Help me. Keep fisting.
He's getting higher. Stop fisting higher. Fist lower.
Jeez.
Not that low. God damn it. End this shit.
End it now.